let's start off now. The last set of topics I'm covering is the developmental programs. And this is unit 8 of your RDP. Under development programs, watershed we have done, drought prone area development we have done, command area development we have done. Okay, we have taken care of issues related to rivers, floods, and droughts. Okay, we are done. So now we'll take up the other programs. Okay, now in other programs, this is the format. Please write down the format. Okay, the format is know the physical setting. Okay, so when they say droughts, the physical setting and the locations in reference. Okay, locations we have in reference, know the name of the states, where possible, know the name of the districts. Then you should know what are the specific challenges, what are the priorities for development there. Then you should move on towards what are the initiatives. In initiatives, what are the existing programs, what are the schemes, what needs to be done. So if they ask you hill area program, start with the physical setting. Where are the hills? What type of geography? Physical setting, talk about the terrain, talk about the climate, talk about accessibility, give reference of location. Which states are you referring to? Which districts are you referring to? Talk about the specific challenges of the hill regions. What are the priorities? Water, agriculture, employment issues, industry, communication, okay, priority areas, environmental issues. And then talk about what initiatives, what are the existing programs, what are the existing schemes, and what needs to be done. And while discussing all of this, please make sure that you are regularly referring to agroclimatic regions, concept of regional plans, you're referring to community participation, you're referring to disaster management, you're talking about hazards, you're talking about geographical models where you can mention growth poles, mention issues related to terrain and topography, talk about agriculture-based planning, make reference to regional disparity models. So this is what gets your geography into your answers. I repeat, we are doing development programs. Like in development programs, remember this format. For any discussions, know the physical setting, make references to states and districts where possible. Kis area mein hai, kya districts hain, which state, which part of state, northern state, southern state, eastern region, western region, hill area region, whatever you know. The specific challenges, priorities, every area will have some specific problems. I can talk about that. And as far as possible, give examples, give case studies, and then talk about the initiatives, what has been done, what are the existing programs, what are the existing schemes. Now, try to use the latest schemes. Okay, try to use reference to whatever the latest programs, okay, which are initiated and what needs to be done. So not all programs are successful. They need to refer into some extra, okay, initiatives, probably do something more there. And to bring the geography into the answer, how do you bring geography? Make reference to agroclimatic regions. Make reference to concept of regional plans. Talk about community participation. If you remember, we talked about some of the principles of regional plan. The principles includes vertical unity, horizontal unity, principle of community participation, principle of time, space, continuity, the concept of financial viability, the concept of environmental sustainability. Okay, so we have done this in the last class. There are principles of regional planning. And our regional planning is about integrated planning, not only one sector, not only one type of problems. Relate spatial models, relate them together through networks. So remember the principles, use all the principles here. Talk about disaster management. It's a very important topic in geography and otherwise also. Every region will have some issues of specific disasters. Refer to disaster management. Talk about the local hazards. Every region will have hazards. Hill region hazards are not same as the dry region hazards, not same as the island region hazards, not same as hazards of the coastal areas. Talk about that. And wherever possible, refer to geographical models. Okay, models of growth pole, core periphery models, models related to cumulative causation, agriculture-based planning, talk about regional disparities, how to explain them. So that is how you bring geography into the answer. Above disasters, I said community participation. In fact, watershed development is a very important model for planning for any areas. So this is how you address these type of questions. Okay, growth poles and growth centers. Okay, now, so if you have written these points down, points, now I'm taking up one by one. I'm starting with the concept of backward area planning and backward area programs. Now, the concept of backward area is a very broad concept. It includes economic backwardness, it includes industrial backwardness, it can include social backwardness. Okay, there are problems related to demography also. Basically, these areas have low per capita income, these have very low employment, they have very less of infrastructure. Okay, they have got high levels of poverty and poverty related problems. So if you look at social issues, I'm talking about health issues. Social issues will imply literacy issues. Social issues can also include gender problems here, patriarchy problems, economic backwardness, industrial backwardness. So I repeat, backwardness is a very broad concept. Okay. In fact, all programs of India deal with some backwardness or the other. And backward area development directly, indirectly started from our first 5-year plan. It had begun. First 5-year plan itself talks about backward regions and disparities. We have what's called as the common minimum program. We had community-based programs. We had agriculture and employment programs. We have had rural development programs. Right from the first 5-year plan, we started off. But as a proper initiative, it was probably 1968, where National Development Council, it set up 2 committees, Pandey Committee and Vanchu Committee. Like I said, backwardness has always been our priority areas for development. We have a lot of scattered programs. We have the common minimum program. We have community-based program. Okay, we call this as community development program way back in 40s and 50s. We had agriculture programs, employment programs. We had rural development programs. But the proper initiative as a part of backward area started with this Pandey Committee and Vanchu Committee. Pandey Committee identified backwardness in terms of techno-industrial parameters, as in terms of length of roads, in terms of length of railways, in terms of power, consumption, generation, in terms of factory employment. So backwardness was in terms of techno-industrial parameters. Pandey Committee and Vanchu Committee were the beginnings. Pandey Committee identified backwardness on the basis of techno-industrial parameters. So techno-industrial parameters का मतलब होता है parameters based on length of roads, length of railways, factory employment, power generation and power consumption. Whereas Vanchu Committee, it was supposed to recommend financial incentives for development. So whole range of parameters, do not get into that in detail. This was a special committee set up, Pandey Committee and Vanchu Committee, and on the recommendations of National Development Council, NDC, in 1968. But thereafter, numerous other programs have been launched. In many ways, the fourth and the fifth five-year plan, and in particular 1970s onwards, we had series of programs related to employment generation, related to agriculture development, irrigation, tribal development, rural industries, and they have all tried to address some aspect of backwardness or the other. Okay, so Pandey Committee and Vanchu Committee in many ways are the beginnings, but thereafter, 1970s onwards, thereafter, we have had a series of programs. The series of programs includes employment generation programs, agriculture development programs, irrigation expansion programs, tribal area development, rural industries, all of these addressing backwardness. The specific areas, the specific backward areas, if I want to list down, there are four specific areas which are backward. एक है, tribal regions are backwards, hill regions are relatively more backward, dry and drought regions are relatively backwards, and the Northeast in general is a backward region. So if you look at the programs, whatever programs, I said thereafter, numerous other programs have been launched. Thereafter, numerous other initiatives have been taken up, starting from the fourth and the fifth five-year plan, and 1970s onwards, 74, 75, 78, okay, series of programs have been launched, which focused on employment generation, that focused on agriculture development, they focused on irrigation expansion, tribal development, rural regions, rural say areas development, rural infrastructure, and rural industries. So all of this have been part of backward area. So what I'm trying to tell you is, backward area planning is actually not only one program. Okay? Listen carefully. Our discussion, what I'm trying to summarize is here is that backward area planning is not one program. Backward area planning is a range of programs. It is a set of, lot of programs, initiatives that have evolved over years since India's independence. But you have to know the specific regions that we call as backward areas. So all tribal regions, more or less, are backward regions. All hill regions are backward regions. All dry and drought regions are backward regions. And all the northeastern states together can be considered as, again, backward regions. Now, in recent years, one of the most important initiatives that we have had is a 2018 onwards आपका launch हुआ है, okay, where it's a part of our vision for 2022. 2018-19, as a part of 2022 vision, we have launched Transformation of Aspirational Districts program. I think all of you are aware of this. The Niti Aayog talks about this in a very, very focused way. Okay. And their core areas, the key sectors that they want to focus on is health and nutrition, focus on education, focus on agriculture and water resources, focus on financial inclusion and skill development, and also focus on basic infrastructure, which includes electrification, it includes housing, it includes all weather roads, and it also includes drinking water. So when you write about backward area development, you must refer to this latest initiative, Transformation of Aspirational Districts program. And the key sectors that they're focusing on is health and nutrition, education. और बेटा देखो, ये points में ना, don't bluff. You must know these exact 5 points. Health and nutrition, education, agriculture, and water. This water basically is the irrigation water. Financial inclusion, skill development, and basic infrastructure related to electrification, housing, all weather roads and drinking water. Now, the core strategy in this is states as the main drivers, the center as facilitator, the leadership to be provided for district level. This is precise measurement of development indicators and encouraging competition. And the 3 C's of the aspirational district program is the 3C. One is collaboration between center and state officers, convergence between center and state schemes. And the 3rd C is competition among districts, driven by mass movement. The 3 C's of aspirational district program. So if you have this much in your content, you have the specifics of what is trying to be done. Competition among districts driven by mass movement as in a part like a grassroots movement. So this is more or less the agenda under what has been planned for backward area development. And you probably could also know this concept, something which is called as composite development indicators. In development, in backward region development, there's one more concept which is called as composite district infrastructure index. What are the focus areas in backward region planning and development? So we call this as composite district infrastructure index. This includes 7 indicators. The 7 indicators are transport, energy, water supply, education, health, communication, which includes IT, and banking. Okay, so composite. So as a part of backward area region, what are the specific thrust areas? The specific thrust areas which are part of the composite district infrastructure index. Composite district infrastructure index, which includes transport development or transport-based indicators, energy, water supply, education, health, communication infrastructure, which includes IT and banking. Okay, so in totality, I said there are 7 indicators which together will make up backward area development. I think it's all okay here. These are the parameters under transformational district, and these are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. 7 is banking. So in your answer, these points should be visible. Banking is also part of your financial inclusion when talking about aspirational district program. So think of what is the concept of backwardness, what are the backward regions of India, what are the programs, initiative for backward area development, what are the priorities of backward region development. If you have this much of content, it's good enough. Can you all open up your textbook? Okay, page number 515, Kuller. So planning for backward area, it says, it is difficult to define and identify backward areas because several parameters are used for this purpose. That's how we started off. Backwardness is a very broad concept. Low per capita income, but it's not a reliable measure. We have other type of measures. Percentage of scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, cultivated land, percentage of working force in agriculture, ratio of urban to rural population, transport availability, water, electricity, other facilities, literacy rates. So whole range of issues which have been part of what is backward area. Then it talks about the criteria for backwardness was suggested. So you have a list of criteria. Poverty, in terms of per capita income, consumption, high density population, and something about demographic. Then look at page 516. 516, look at the second column. Second column, mein, look at that paragraph after point number 17. In the year 1968, the Planning Commission set up a 2 working group for studying the regional imbalances. One group for recommending the criteria for identifying backward area and the other for recommending fiscal and financial incentives. The committee for specifying the criteria for backwardness was under the chairmanship of B.D. Pandey and popularly called as the Pandey Committee. And the committee for recommending fiscal and financial incentives was under chairmanship of N.N. Wanchoo and is called as the Wanchoo Committee. And the criteria, you don't need the criteria as such. What we have to look up here, because this was the background. And then I moved on towards what we are having in recent times, the aspirational districts program and what is the criteria for the composite infrastructure development index. Okay, so that takes care of backward area development.